Welcome back to the Dolls Room. This is day 2. I'm trying to do one video per day during the Omocha Summer of Love Festival. If you haven't heard of it yet, then check out the description box below and I'll put a link to the Omocha channel. I'm going to be doing it at least during the weekdays. I can't promise about the weekends. So let's get started. Today I am featuring Pullip Alura. You can see her little card in there. Pullip Alura is again another creator label. So that's Groove, collaborating or rather commissioning a group of artists. And the artists involved in Alura's creation are Laura Embers, who's a photographer, a professional photographer, Momolita and Baby B, who are fashion and clothing makers. So this story needs it needs a diagram of of sort of like a list of what led to what led to what led to what, but I will tell you my best understanding of it. I think it all started with Pullip Alura, and Laura Embers, she's an amazing photographer, super inspiring, one of my favorites, and as far as I know, she doesn't personally customize dolls in terms of doing face-ups or carving, for example, but she has done incredible partial customizations of original Pullips. And so she had several photos of Pullip Alura, I think at least 2 variations. And one of them led to the creator label release of Pullip Alura, who has the like black and red wig with braids. And she's very much a circus theme. I don't actually have her. She has more of the Celia face. And then a couple years later, there was the release of Pullip Alura. And so Pullip Alura, again, she's, I think she was originally based on a Pullip Alura, but they did not give her those same Celia eyebrows. But you can see the gorgeous eye chips that Groove gave her, which was a pretty astounding replica of the eye chips that Laura Embers had given her doll in the partial customization. These incredible outfits, so detailed, the corset, the Victorian blouse, this rather circusy skirt, just really creative design, clothing design. Of course, she has a little petticoat and stockings. As you can see, I've changed her to an Obitsu body because I really love how they pose, but one of the drawbacks is the feet are humongous. So I can't put on her sweet little shoes, but the shoes are really, really nice as well. So other dollies get to wear those shoes. She came with 2 outfits. So she came with this one and this one. And she has this really fun little bow. You know what? I think she also had a white bow. Everybody borrows everything from everybody else around here, so I haven't been the best about keeping all of the stock pieces together in one place. But she's absolutely beautiful. The other changes I made to her were I gave her thicker eyelashes, and I also moved her wig back a little bit because it was set really far forward and it covered too much of her face, in my opinion. I love how she has these little kind of matte colored lips, and I don't know that my camera is picking up the best details of her, but she was just really beautifully made in an incredible collaboration. And she means a lot to me for many reasons, but there's also another loop that goes back to the Pullip, I called her Natalia, that I used to have. She once upon a time belonged to Laura Embers. When Laura had her name was Pullip Asha, and not only did she wear the red and black wig that I think eventually became the braided style for Pullip Alura, but she also in a photo wore this dress. And so when I bought Alura, which, if you haven't noticed, Alura is an anagram of Laura Embers' name, Laura. And then when I got Alura, I dressed my Natalia in this outfit, and that was pretty beautiful. Also, as an extra little bit of trivia, I eventually finally purchased a Pullip from a friend, and when she sent her to me, she sent me this little black umbrella as just a special extra gift. They're really amazing. I know that Groove sold these kind of like as extra accessories, unrelated to any particular doll, I believe. And there was a black one and there was a white one. I always wanted the white one, but I never got my hands on it. They hold really well, and you'll see I've used it in a couple props. What else? I think, as you know, my reviews aren't they're not official reviews. I'm not gonna talk you through every detail of every stock item. There's so many videos already that go through those details. I love to tell a story and to tell you how this character came into my life. It's pretty amazing that I actually have her in most of her stock outfit right now. Usually I tend to do seasonal themes, like I change my whole collection to spring or summer, but I had taken a few photos of Alura and two other Pullips for my Halloween display, and I just fell in love with how that looked so much that I haven't changed them for a couple months. So here she is, ready for her review, so many years delayed. I'm gonna pause this for now, kind of look back and see if I missed anything, but I'm also gonna try to plug in a bunch of photos, and that means that I will also be asking Laura Embers for permission to use some of her photos, and I've asked that of her before, and it's amazing how humble and how generous she is, because she is extraordinary. I think the last thing that I will take a photo of is a canvas print that I have that has featured in many videos before, but it certainly deserves to be featured now, because if you don't know her, if you don't follow her as an artist, you should. You'll love her. She's so talented. So anyway, Alura, and I actually never changed her name. Her name is exactly what it's supposed to be. So see you tomorrow.